Okay, let's see if I can make this work. Drill cam. There we go. Hey, just kidding. I am so sorry. If only we were in a place where I could actually edit this, you would not have to go through that trauma. Alright, it is August 23rd. I feel like I should say Captain's Log continued. August 23rd, 2024. A little bit after 5. It's like 5:30. I just dropped my kid off. Between the emphysema and having had COVID 4 times, I'd rather not go for number 5. In case anyone's like, you don't need a mask. Yeah, no. And my wife has made such really cool ones over the years, with more to come. Once we get a little bit more room in our living room where she can set up the sewing machine, man, I got some great fabric. Got some puppet stuff. There's all kinds of stuff that I picked up over the past 2 years that I'm looking forward to new masks. Yeah, I've still got 30 or 40 that are in great shape, but I had to retire a few. Got a really great Star Trek one that I had to retire. It was a Lion King one I had to retire. I've retired a couple of Scooby-Doos, but I've got like 5 or 6, so I can't complain too much. I love Scooby. Anyway, car is still making that grindy sound, which has us a little nervous. Yes, you should definitely go really, really fast in a parking lot. That's a great idea, especially with a big white van like that. Ooh, do you have free candy? Yeah, get back to me. So went to the vet, got Stevie's stitches out. She's still wearing the cone head. She's going to be wearing that for a day or two just to make sure everything's okay, but she's looking pretty good. The doc was pleased. We've got her in, I might have mentioned this before. If I did, I'm so sorry. We've got her in quarantine. We've got a 30-inch crate, which is pretty good size for a little kitty. You know, there's enough room for a small litter box, food, water, and a little bit of room to lounge. It's not too cramped. It's also not, taking up huge amounts of real estate in the living room. But on an ironic note, Hexie, my 7-toed tuxedo, who we think is how she got that wound to begin with, but we can't prove it, but he was being really rough, and then like the next day we noticed, or Kelly noticed, the incision, laceration, whatever you want to call it. If you've had multiple cats before, you might know what I'm talking about. Even when cats are like fixed and whatnot, sometimes, maybe it's just us, we get like a boyfriend-girlfriend vibe from cats, And Hexie and Stevie, you kind of think they're an item. Even though there's no, activity. But yeah, he's been like lounging on top of the crate she's in. Like most of the time. He'll run and get food, he'll maybe play with Jinx or Luther, and then later on he's lounging on top of the crate, kind of looking down, making sure she's okay. It's interesting. Let's see, other news. Got our Walmart order. My boys checked it in because we were at a doctor's appointment for Kelly. They're just running their asses off today. Meanwhile, the car is making bizarre noises. No anxiety there. We're great. Yeah, it's got a weird rumble, scrapey sound. That's not good. Yeah, one other thing that I did want to mention, and to me it was interesting, bizarre, but I'm down with it. I had one of the young ladies who used to frequent our shop threw me a note on Facebook and asked if I would do, I forget what she called it. Like, I'm going to use this term and it's going to sound dirty. If I would do some escort videos, not like OnlyFans, but the kind of videos that a young lady who is nervous about their Uber driver might play and interact with as though they were on a live phone call with someone that could hurt the Uber driver if they got out of line. I think there's an actual term for that, but I don't know. So I may actually be, and I'll label them accordingly so people don't necessarily click on it and go, hey, this is his daily vlog, and go, what the hell is this? But yeah, and I'll do an explainer video probably in the same folder just so that people understand that this is going to seem really strange because it's going to be like a one-sided conversation, and the gist is that if you download that or whatever, which cool, have fun. If I can help, let me help. But to the young lady who asked me that, if you're one of the people that's watching my videos, which I'm guessing you are, you're going to want to rehearse. If I put up 2 or 3 videos like that, you're going to want to rehearse. Okay? That way you know the basic flow of the conversation and you're not caught off guard. You answer the questions correctly. Because I'm not going to necessarily tell you what to say, but you're probably going to get a clue by what my reaction is. Because again, it's going to be like, reading, it's going to be like the dialogue from a 2-person conversation from only one person. So if you are planning on utilizing it, and have a nut. Again, if I can help, cool. My shop's not open anymore, and I can't help the community in that way. Maybe I can do something here. But you're going to want to rehearse with it. Because I'm not a normal guy. So I might have a couple of videos that are fairly normal dad-ish, and then I might have some that are a little bit more crazy dad. You pick what you're comfortable with, what jives for you, and rehearse. In case you actually do need to whip that out. You're not like, oh, crap, he just said something and I'm not sure how to respond to that. How would I respond to my dad if my dad said that? Be ready. And by the way, young men too. I'll try and make a couple of them kind of gender neutral-ish, whatnot, to where I've got some young men out there that are concerned about their ride home. I'll try and walk you home. I'll try and get you home in one piece. Okay. But yeah, I've been thinking about that. She pinged me yesterday. I don't even know when. I saw it like this morning and went, oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that. Because I could do that. That's easy. So yeah, that's going to be coming in. Again, I'll put it in a folder, playlist, what have you, and I'll label it accordingly. That way people understand that that's not my normal vlog, and it might confuse you if you don't know that it's coming. Because what is he talking about? Anywho. But yeah, Stevie's good. We got an appointment for Sammy coming up to get his parvo finally. He's 1.5 years old. We're just now getting his parvo shot. He was supposed to get it like a year ago, but he's another one that we had to cancel like 2 different appointments because everything with my dad went sideways. And he was actually supposed to be my dad's dog. I think I've mentioned that before. But Dad was feeding him Oreos, and he became more than 30 pounds, which was too big of a dog for my mom. So rather than him continuing to be fed Oreos and just not being taken care of correctly, because my dad, he's not capable of it. He doesn't have the capacity right now to actually train a dog. Once upon a time, absolutely. Now, no. He needs his dogs like pre-ordered, ready, trained already. And my parents have now adopted two senior dogs. There's like an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. They're, I think, Chiweenies. But yeah, Sammy's a border terrier. He's a great pup, but he hasn't gotten. He got his first round of puppy shots, and I think part of his second round, but he never got his second and third, or the rest of his second and third, because we had to cancel 2 different appointments for him because things went sideways. Aggravating. But anyway, but yeah, he's got an appointment coming up because we're going to try and get all that stuff squared away. It'll be great. Yeah, so, yeah. It's the little things. I went in to see if we had some of the stuff that I was hoping for. There was a bunch of stuff we didn't have in, but we did actually have a loaf of, we got in some Arnold Jewish rye bread the other day, and I'd gotten a loaf, and man, it's amazing. And I was hoping that the bread man maybe had come and we had more, and we had one more loaf on the shelf freshly there, and I snagged that. Because white bread's not really good for you. It doesn't enrich flour and all that, doesn't really do anything for you. You want to do grain breads. I don't even know if rye bread is actually a good bread for me. I know that the whole grain and or real wheat bread is a good thing, just from a dietary standpoint. Still very much doing the Mediterranean diet, trying to make sure that I'm in good shape, staying alive and all that. Today for lunch when we got home, I made us a couple of salmon steaks, salmon patties with broccoli and cauliflower, and some unsweetened applesauce with cinnamon on the side as like it's our fruit portion of the day. And it was the cinnamon's good for you from a blood sugar standpoint, and a bunch of other stuff too. So look it up, Google it. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and scram. I'm gonna try to get home in one piece. It looks like it's probably gonna really storm here, which cool. I'm gonna go home and go to bed. Pixie's gonna get up and pick up the boy, and we're going into the weekend. Nobody's working. I'm trying to get some stuff done around the house. Yeah, that'd be good. Anyway, make it a great day.